Welcome to another edition, the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube's history. This is The Dynamic Show on Entertainment on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe with a big backstage update as it concerns the WWE Mid-Card Intercontinental Championship and the Tag Team titles. Currently, there is a push in WWE to make not only the Mid-Carders stand out more, but for the Tag Team Championships and Intercontinental title, respectively, to stick out. Now, with Brock Lesnar not appearing on every Raw with the WWE World Heavyweight title, the mentality is now is the time to push the issue with WWE's secondary titles. There is rumors that Triple H has informed Creative that he wants a story built around the IC and Tag titles. This would also explain why the Usos in the Stardust and Goldust are being involved in a angle revolving around the Tag Team Championships, and of course the injury angle that is going on with the Usos right now. More so, WWE is also putting more emphasis and time into building a stellar feud for the Intercontinental title between The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. There is rumors that Triple H no longer just wants superstars thrown together to fight for a championship or to always earn a shot via a #1 contenders match. The feeling is if you want it, come and get it. Vince is also apparently on board with this choice. Furthermore, in furthering the build around the IC and Tag Team Championships, with Brock Lesnar not appearing at live events, WWE would take the opportunity and place either the Tag Team Championships or the Intercontinental title as its main event. And this could also take place on a random episode of Raw or SmackDown. Triple H is a big believer in bringing out the importance of a champion. There was also talk at one point of dropping some main event talent to the IC title picture to further enhance some of WWE's mid-carders, so then they can be a little shuffle where the mid-carders go to the main event and the main event guys drop to mid-card. Now remember back in the day when guys like The Rock and Triple H would first win the Intercontinental title, or they would bounce back and forth between the WWE title and Intercontinental title. Kane, The Undertaker, already established superstars, established veterans, would go after the Tag Team Championships, even though they were already a WWE champion. Remember, there was rumors several months back before Daniel Bryan got injured and CM Punk abruptly left the company that John Cena and Big E Langston were going to have a feud for the Intercontinental Championship. John Cena was going to help out the mid-carders. Well, we all know what happened there. Daniel Bryan got injured. The WWE had to hit the reset button, and we got the current situation that we are in right now. But you know what? I am all in favor of seeing the Intercontinental title and Tag Team titles be rebuilt. See the prestige and the importance brought back to them, because that's what needs to happen. I remember when the Intercontinental title was just as prolific. The Intercontinental title was just as important, and it was just as talked about as the WWE title. I mean, when you went to a live event or certain Raws or pay-per-views, it wasn't the WWE title match people were talking about. People were talking about the Intercontinental Championship match. And the tag team, it's been a lost art. Wrestling 101, that's kind of went down the drain. That's went kind of kaput as well. But I feel that, you know what, it's not, just destroyed, buried, and ruined. I feel that there is still some hope, and there's still some leverage. It's not voltage, so to speak. If the WWE books this correctly, goes about it the right way, sticks with a plan, doesn't change things, we could see the Intercontinental and Tag Team titles be a main stage or a main event on a Raw or a live event. Or that could be what, sells the tickets, so to speak. That could be what, really gets you invested into the championships and, acting like the championship actually means a damn. It's actually worth something. Back in the day, like when Razor Ramon or Shawn Michaels or Bret Hart would hold that championship, it was in its highest regard. Or when Stone Cold Steve Austin held that prestigious championship, or The Rock, or Triple H. I mean, so many Hall of Famers have been WWE champion. The worst mistake that WWE ever made was when they got rid of the Intercontinental title under the Eric Bischoff era. Although I'm not going to blame Eric Bischoff all that much, because Eric Bischoff did a pretty good job as GM of Raw. But if the WWE is going to carry through this plan in establishing the Intercontinental and Tag Team Championships, back in the day, I remember there was only, I think, 3 or 4 major championships. It was the WWE title, it was the Tag Team titles, and it was the Intercontinental title, and I think maybe the women's title they had. But, and it was always seen as something huge. It was always something spectacular. There was always a motive. There was always a story behind it. I'm glad that they're building stories around the championships again, because once again, it brings up the value and the prestige, and people will actually be invested in what you're doing, and people will think that, well, geez, the Intercontinental title's on the line. Well, that's a big deal, and it should be, because the Intercontinental title should always be a big deal. Your comments, your opinions, subscribe.